Now you're welcome to another edition of the Other Side of the Bridge football channel. Chelsea will be playing their second match in the USA preseason tour against Celtic in the Notredam Stadium in Indiana, United States of America. Now, there's been a lot of reaction from the last match that was played against Wrexham, and a lot of the fans weren't so happy with the match. But we pushed that aside, and we're looking forward to the second match against Celtic. So we'll be looking at a preview of the match between Chelsea and Celtic coming up later today in the United States of America, and there isn't much going on with the squad right now. Not much players. Nothing much has changed from the players we had the last time. The likes of Enzo Fernandez, the likes of Cole Palmer and Conor Gallagher are still, having an extended break. We all remember that the likes of Enzo Fernandez made it all the way to the Copa America, while Conor Gallagher and Cole Palmer were also part of the English squad that played the Euro 2024 final against Spain. So we'll be making do with a crop of players that played the last match. To me, I really want to see some players, more of some certain kind of players. And in this preview, we'll be looking at probably the first 11, that we expect, to go out there. But we also know that the coach is going to be making a lot of changes, especially at halftime. In the last match, we made about 10 changes during the halftime. But I'll be mentioning some players that I really want to see more of and those that really impressed me in the last match against Wrexham. Now, you can also drop on the comments and let us know what your preferred 11 for this friendly against Celtic would be, and take it up from there. So for me, I really want to see more of Petrovic, but if Petrovic is not available, then Sanchez, hope Sanchez is in goal. Then I want to see more of the partnership between Tosin Adarabioyo and Badiashile. And also Reece James at right back, playing that inverted role, getting into the midfield and doing his thing like only Reece James can. And really expect to see, Cucurella. I said Cucurella. No, I really expect to see Chilwell back, on that left back role. Levi Colwill playing in left back, to me, is like a fish out of water, honestly. Maybe he played there a few times last season, but he never really impressed on that left back role. So it depends if we're going to be playing 3 at the back or 4 at the back. But if we're playing a flat back 4, I would expect to see Ben Chilwell on the left side and Reece James on the right side. But if we're playing 3 at the back, then hopefully we get to see Tosin Adarabioyo pairing up with Benoit Badiashile along with Levi Colwill, with Reece James and Ben Chilwell as the fullbacks. Now in midfield, I would also love for us to give Romeo Lavia a good run of games, some very good minutes, because he was injured for a long period last season. And I would like to see him, try and complete maybe about 60, 70 minutes before he gets subbed off. And it will be interesting to see the way he plays along with the likes of Santos. But I believe players like Santos, Ugochukwu, we shouldn't really be giving them priority right now, because the rumors are that Santos is going to head back to Strasbourg, while Ugochukwu is also going to be loaned out. So I think the coach should actually give minutes to players that he might actually be looking to keep. We've not seen Kenyan Drewsbury Hall, so I expect he plays this match, and let's see what he's all about. He's coming with a lot of buzz, how, Enzo, playing under Enzo last season and how well he did. So I want to see that pairing, in midfield, and hopefully Kenyan Drewsbury Hall gets, a run of games. And also, Kane Chukwuemeka didn't really do much. I think he was the only player that didn't get subbed off during the halftime in the last match. But we didn't really see much from him, and I really expect much from Kane Chukwuemeka. So maybe he'll be given another opportunity to, make his impression on the coach. Also, I would like to see Modric on the left flank. Modric didn't play at all in the last match, and hopefully he gets given some minutes to play this time around. Maybe like, an hour to, an opportunity to impress the coach. And Noni Madueke didn't do too well last match, and I expect, the coach to give him another round, another trial and see how well he does in this preseason. Now, for the strike position, I think that partnership between Nkunku and Marc Guiu, was quite good in the last match. But I don't want us to get carried away. But I really think Marc Guiu should start this match. He really impressed during the last match, and the fans have said a lot of good things about him. And we want to see him play more, maybe give him a run of maybe 70 minutes. Let's get to see what this kid is all about. Don't forget, he's just 18 years old, and we still have the likes of Jackson, to come in. But we already know what Jackson is about. So, let's see what this kid is made of, and Nkunku really needs that run of games, for him to be able to catch up with a lot of players. And this preseason is a very good opportunity for him. So a partnership between Nkunku and Marc Guiu will be very good in the first half. And maybe later on Jackson can come in and, complement that team. We also like to see the likes of Tyrick George, Angelo on the wing once again, and Fofana was terrible the last match, but let's just say he's been match rusty, and he really needs, to get, some tune out of himself. So hopefully Fofana comes in and does a bit better this time around. I really want to talk about the coach, and in his last match, what I hope to see this time around is he did a lot of shoehorning players into roles that they are not capable of playing. For instance, Levi Colwill finding himself on the left flank much of the time last season. We don't want to see a repeat of that. The likes of Malo Gusto inverting into midfield. I mentioned that in my last video, and how Malo Gusto wasn't really at his best in that position. The likes of Rhys James can do that and do it fine, but when we have a player like Malo Gusto playing at right back, it's very difficult for him to streamline into midfield. So he should maintain his natural position. And also, I think the way Enzo plays, or maybe the way Pep plays, we don't want it to be a Chelsea trying to play like Pep Guardiola, or Chelsea trying to play like Manchester City. I think we should maintain the good parts of our game that we've been, known for. These coaches or these owners have been a little bit obsessed with playing that fancy football. And when they got in Graham Potter, and we saw that pass with very little end product, and we got Pochettino, and we had almost the same, but a little bit of more direct play. But he also needs to remember that in the Premiership, we'll be facing a lot of teams that will play low blocks, and that was where Pochettino, lost a lot of points when he was playing teams lower up the table. And Enzo Maresca is going to face similar things or similar roadblocks. So a little bit more direct than what we have, currently. I'd like to see the team, play progressively, passing forward, not just passing for the sake of passing, and a more reaction from the coach, we want to see more reaction from the coach, not a coach that will just be passive and just watching the play go on. These players really need a lot of coaching. They are quite young, and if you notice these days, a lot of clubs are doing away with managers, and they are getting directors of football, sporting directors, and they just wants the coach to actually do what his job entails, which is to coach. So we have a lot of players that need coaching. We don't want coaches that will just, he needs this particular player or that particular player. Dude, you have to make do with what you have and improve them. We need to see some improvement on these players. Pochettino did a lot of good job in terms of improving the likes of Conor Gallagher, improving the likes of Cucurella, and we can also say improving the likes of Cole Palmer, and the more the season progressed, we could see, those players getting better. So we need Enzo Maresca to improve these players further, not just playing. I read an article where it says, if Lionel Messi was just taught to just play 1-2 passes, we wouldn't have had the Lionel Messi we have today. So let these players shine, let them do what they are able to do. Don't stagnate them. We can see what is happening with Jack Grealish in Man City and how Pep Guardiola is seriously stagnating the growth of a player like Jack Grealish. We know how explosive he was in Aston Villa, so we need this coach to be more progressive. We need this coach to let these players go out there and establish themselves, get better, coach them better. And hopefully, this match is a better match than what we saw against Wrexham. That's all from me, and I look forward to seeing you at the end of the match. Have a good day.